Well, first of all, thank you, Nevada. Thank you. I am so grateful to every volunteer who knocked on doors, who made phone calls, who wrote postcards and letters, and who had the courage to publicly stand up and fight for our state. Yep. And listen, to all Nevadans, whether you voted for me or not, I will always fight for you. Always. Now, as Frank said, we've known this was going to be a tough campaign, but like all of you, I'm a Nevadan, and I know what it takes to deliver for my home state. So when the national pundits said I couldn't win, I knew Nevada would prove them wrong. Because in Nevada, no one gets left behind. No one. And that means standing up for our families when no one else will. As a former Attorney General, I never, ever wavered in my support for our law enforcement and first responders, including our firefighters. They have the toughest jobs in the state, and they keep our families safe. So thank you for your support in this race, and I will always have your back. And I am also standing with the people who make this state run, our workers, our essential labor. Every day, I am proud to call the men and women in organized labor family. You have been a part of my life since I was a child, growing up the daughter of a Teamster. And here's what I know. Yes, you built this country. You are the essential workers on the front lines every single day. You've protected our workers and their families here in Nevada, and I will always fight for you no matter what, because it is about our families. Thank you. As you all know, I don't forget where I come from. I have a grandfather who came from Chihuahua, Mexico, to this country for a better life. Grandmother from Las Cruces, New Mexico. And they worked hard. They worked hard, and my parents worked hard in this community growing up here to support our family. It is the story of so many Latino families across our state. It's the story of so many Latino families across the country, right? Right. I know my family, not only those that are here today, but those that have passed, would be so proud to see me serving as the first Latina in the U.S. Senate. Yeah! But even prouder to see me reelected. Like all of you, I've never forgotten where I come from and where my family came from. Every single day, I will continue to fight for our Latino community. So when far-right Republicans said they knew better, I knew we would prove them wrong, right? And today, we did. The victory is for Nevada and all of us, all of the hard work that we put into it. This election, Nevadans rejected the far-right politicians working to divide us. We rejected their conspiracies, their attacks on our workers, and their efforts to restrict our freedoms. 6 years ago, when you elected me to the U.S. Senate, I cast a deciding vote to protect health care for millions of Americans. And we know, without Nevadans, the Affordable Care Act would have been repealed. It was all of us working together. And I'm telling you, I am ready for more tough fights like that. So when Republicans try to force through a federal abortion ban, I'm going to stop them. I have stood up for Nevada every day in the U.S. Senate, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Thanks to all of your hard work. We are going to not only continue to fight for Nevada, we're going to work hard to bring down housing costs for Nevadans so everyone can afford a roof over their head and a place to call home. We are going to keep creating these good paying union jobs right here in Nevada. Yeah. And we are going to ensure that every individual who works hard to provide for themselves and their families or in service to this country can retire with dignity. Yes. And I will never, ever give up fighting for our immigrant families.
Thank you.
Right? That means a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, our TPS holders, our essential workers, and our farm workers. These Nevadans deserve to feel safe here in their home, and I will work with anyone to ensure they are treated with dignity. Now, I have a lot of people to thank, including so many in this room, from all the organized labor, everybody, from the red shirts, right, to so many others, the blue shirts, to everybody that has been out here, standing behind me, purple shirts. This is Nevada right here. This is a representation of who we are when we fight for our working families, and we couldn't do it alone. Because when we stand together, we stand strong, and we can make a difference. We know it. And as Nevadans, I will never forget it and always, always have your back. Thank you. Thank you. Now, there's also somebody I have to thank because he has been with me from the very beginning, and he has had a tough time because I have to tell you, these races are hardest on the family. I have to thank my husband, Paul, who has been by my side every step of the way. And you know my family, I talk about them all the time. I have to thank my mother, Joanna, my sister, Cynthia, and all of my aunts, uncles, tias, tios, cousins, primos, nieces, nephews, everybody that has been out there fighting so hard and supporting. And then we would not have the success we have today without the strategic mind of so many people, but one person in particular who has been in this fight with me for so long. I have to thank Scott Fairchild. Yep. Scott understood that this fight was all about Nevada, and he made sure we could win and keep delivering for this state. So Scott, thank you on behalf of Nevada and all of the hard work. And then also my Senate team, the official team. The reason why we were successful is because of the hard work of so many people that are on my team for the last 6 years that put Nevadans first, that answered those calls, that answered those emails, that talked to people individually, that fought for Nevadans and never forgot why we are here in the first place. It's to make sure we are delivering on behalf of every Nevadan. My Senate team, they're phenomenal, and I thank you every single day for what you do for Nevada. And then to our organizers who knocked on doors, made thousands of phone calls, thank you. In a race this tight, it made the difference. It made the difference. And finally, I want to thank my entire campaign team. This was a team effort. It's never about one person. It is about all of us working together. And I will tell you, the campaign team, their passion, their belief in doing it for the right reasons, and being here and putting in those long days and nights, traveling all across this state, you never lost sight about what it was for. You made this happen. So thank you to the incredible men and women on the campaign team who were there for the last 2 years working so hard for this state. This is your success. Thank you. And then I absolutely have to acknowledge all of the Democrats running up and down the ticket. Some of them are here, and some of them are out there already getting ready, working their jobs. Nevadans are better off because of the service of people like Governor Steve Sisolak, who has always fought for our families. And I am looking forward to continuing to work with Dina Titus, Stephen Horsford, and Susie Lee. And then thank you. Because of the hard work of all of everything that we've put into this election, we have incredible constitutional officers that are going to stand and fight for us and defend us. We have a state house that is democratically controlled that will continue to fight for our rights and make sure our freedoms are not eroded. And every single Democrat who put their name on the ballot to defend our communities, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So with that said, like all of you, I am a proud Nevadan. Every single day, I do not forget where I come from. And when I walk into that Capitol, I take all of you with me, because this is about all of us standing strong together and making sure our voices are heard. I will always fight for Nevada and for all of you, and I cannot thank you enough for all of the time, commitment, effort, everything that you put into this election. Now, we celebrate, and let's continue the work. Thanks, everyone.